The crystalline spires of the Galactic Council chamber hummed with quantum resonance as Ambassador Kethvar of the Vorthan hegemony materialized at the emergency session podium. His 6 eyes dilated in patterns that conveyed deep unease to the assembled representatives of 47 civilizations. "The long-range sensors have confirmed it," Kethvar announced, his voice transmitted through bioneural translators to every delegate present. "The humans have returned." A ripple of electromagnetic distress pulsed through the chamber. High Counselor Zephys, an ancient gas-form entity whose consciousness spanned 3 nebulae, contracted her stellar matter in what other species recognized as horror. "Impossible," wheezed Representative Gornix through his methane respirator. "We witnessed their sun's collapse. Their entire system was consumed by the artificial singularity we deployed. No organic matter could have survived." But the evidence blazed across the chamber's holographic displays. Massive structures approaching from the galactic rim, moving at velocities that defied conventional physics. The ships weren't using fusion drives or even antimatter propulsion. They were folding spacetime itself, riding waves of manipulated gravity that the Council's most advanced civilizations had only theorized about. Dr. Elena Martinez stood on the bridge of the Retribution, the flagship of humanity's Exodus fleet. 500,000 years had changed them. Her body was a hybrid of engineered flesh and quantum processors, her consciousness backed up across 17 dimensions of folded space. The humans had not merely survived, they had transcended. "Status report," she commanded, her thoughts interfacing directly with the ship's neural network. "Approaching the Council's primary stronghold system," replied Commander Jackson Park, his form flickering between states of matter as he processed battlefield calculations at superhuman speeds. "Their defensive grid is using the same technology they employed against Earth." Ironic. The humans had spent 500 millennia in exile, drifting through the cosmic void in generation ships that became mobile laboratories. They had encountered civilizations beyond the Council's knowledge, learned to harness dark energy, and mastered technologies that treated the fundamental forces as tools rather than barriers. Most importantly, they had never forgotten. Back in the Council chamber, emergency protocols activated as the human fleet dropped out of hyperspace. The defensive platforms that had protected the galactic core for eons powered up their reality disruption weapons, the same technology that had been used to trigger Sol's premature collapse. "Attempting communication," announced Kethvar, his voice now trembling across multiple frequencies. The response came not as radio waves or quantum entanglement, but as a direct insertion into the consciousness of every being in the chamber. Dr. Martinez's voice echoed in dimensions that most species couldn't perceive. "You cast us into the darkness believing you had eliminated a threat." Her words materialized as both sound and pure concept. "You were correct about the threat. You were wrong about the elimination." The human fleet deployed information, not the scattered defensive postures of the old wars, but geometric patterns that bent spacetime around them like armor. Their ships existed in multiple phases of reality simultaneously, making conventional weapons useless. "We offer terms," High Counselor Zephys projected desperately. "We offer justice," came the reply. Dr. Martinez activated the fleet's primary weapon system, a device that could reverse-engineer the quantum signature of any technology and turn it against its creators. The same reality disruption technology that had destroyed Earth now focused on the Council's homeworlds. But the humans had learned something else during their exile. The universe was vast enough for both justice and mercy. Instead of annihilation, the weapon created temporal loops around each Council world, not destroying them, but trapping them in endless repetitions of the moment they had chosen to commit genocide. "You will experience the weight of your decision," Dr. Martinez broadcast as the human fleet prepared to depart for regions unknown. "Every day, for as long as your civilizations exist, you will relive the choice you made. Perhaps eventually you will choose differently." The humans vanished back into the cosmic dark, leaving behind 47 civilizations to contemplate the true meaning of consequence across the endless repetition of time.